And now we will select one of the Tom and Jim random game of random questions or statements or randomness.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Oh.
Number 7 is no more sunscreen.
No more sunscreen.
No more sunscreen.
No more sunscreen. Well, that's my motto. I am no more sunscreen.
Jim settles back.
I haven't used sunscreen in years, so no more.
Your presentation there was like, let's settle in for a tale.
Green. We just got back from Utah. There's snow and clouds. It was not much sun out there, so no more sunscreen while we're in Utah. Not this time of year.
Although
I've
gotten some burns from being on the snow because you don't think about it reflecting up on you.
The snow was up on the roof.
No, they were on the mountains.
And you weren't on the roof?
It wasn't coming down. It was just clouded over.
It was going up?
yeah. When you turn your head, it looked like it's going up.
We've gone topsy-turvy. We are getting random now. Okay, next question or statement.
Number 1.
Number 1. Where it all began.
Yep.
I dreamt this, right?
I dreamt this, right?
I dreamt this, right?
So not right or wrong, like you're asking for confirmation.
Yeah, confirmation. That was the intention, but take it however you want.
There's this guy. This happened to me, back in my junior college days. There was this guy that kept walking by carrying a suitcase, and he kept walking by and walking by and walking by, and I was asleep dreaming this guy walking by, walking by, walking by. He started going by faster and faster and faster, and I woke up and I had a vomit. I was coming down with the flu. So I dreamt that, right?
Interesting.
Whoa.
I went to the doctor before. When I was a kid, I used to get earaches, and I had to get my ear
cleared out.
Lance.
I had to get my ear lanced. And they had me breathe something before they did it. And when I breathe it, all of a sudden, all these colors come. And it was long before the 60s, so it wasn't drugs. I mean, I wasn't.
No.
But all of a sudden, I was being chased by, on the merry-go-round, all the horses and the different animals on the merry. They were loose on the merry-go-round, going up and down, up and down, up and down, chasing me.
Wow.
During this time, he's lancing my ear.
You dreamt that,
I dreamt that, right?
Wow. Oh,
I don't know. They might have been there. They might have been there chasing you.
I want to know what they gave you.
What's interesting
I don't know.
What's interesting is that I've had a couple moments where I've had like dream states where you're seeing things, and they're also kind of related to medical things. Like I had strep throat once, and I got penicillin for it, but I was really sick, and I was I knew I was awake, but I was imagining like seeing all these leaves, and I was seeing millions of leaves all in like really clear detail and all moving around and stuff like that and swirling around. It's just kind of interesting that both of yours were like medical related.
Yeah.
Huh.
I had a dream last night that Mickey Dolenz died. It was weird. It was very real. And then I woke up and was like, is that real? And luckily it wasn't, but it was a weird dream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some dreams can be very.
Yeah.
So I think we have time for one more in this round.
Hey, Jim.
Okay, number 5.
Number 5. Number 5. Number 5 is it is a lot of things.
It is a lot of things?
Yes.
It is a lot of things. I'm going for points. I'm telling you, I'm stretching it here.
I'm waiting for Jim because it is his question.
It is a lot of things. It is.
It is.
When I walk outside at night and I look up into the skies on a clear night, and I point to a star and I say, it is a lot of things. There's all kinds of stars up there in the sky. So it is a lot of things.
There you go. It could be you could be pointing at a galaxy. In which case that one star is like literally a lot of things.
There was the it.
Yeah.
There was in the movies. There was the it that came from beneath the sea. It came from
Hit the tear from beyond space.
beyond space.
It has been a lot of villains.
Yeah.
And aliens.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to disrail your list of them. That was a cool twist that I wasn't thinking of.
Well, I was just thinking of Stephen King.
Yeah.
That clown.
Stephen King.
Yeah.
That thing terrified
Oh,
me.
it was a lot of things.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
When that first came out, when I was a kid, I was absolutely terrified.
The
Oh,
book,
yeah.
the book was better than the movie.
I
Oh.
remember I saw it was one of those, so I saw a lot of scary movies when I was a kid, but a few of them I saw without really being aware that I had seen them. And so I would have dreams about these scenes from these films and not know where it came from. So like that scene where the clown is dancing through the picture and coming up to the front of the picture frame, I had dreams about that for years, not knowing what the source of it was.
Whoa!
And I also had a similar one to Poltergeist, where the tree is eating, I think, the kid or the mom or something. There's like this tree eating it, and there's like this right before that. There's a clown sitting in the room, and I had dreams of the tree eating either a kid or a parent. I couldn't remember. I can't remember now. But I had dreams of that scene over and over and over again in my dreams, and I didn't know where it came from until I saw Poltergeist later in my life, and I'm like, oh, I must have seen that.
I've had dreams about movies, but I knew where they came from. Like Invaders from Mars, the early 1950s sci-fi film, and people go walking up, and the ground closes up, swallows them up, and they get down there, and the Martians are down there taking people over, and they come up and do things that the Martians want them to do. It. After we saw the movie, I had dreams of they were under our house there in Sonoma, and of course, it's different. It's different than what it was really like. Because I went underneath the house with a flashlight looking for the Martians and all that. But I knew where that dream came from because it was not too long after I saw the movie.